We got a fun show planned. We got Bay Ragney coming up in a little bit to talk WrestleCon, TWA One and Done. Bay Ragley, formerly known as Chubby Dudley. We have some WWE talk. We got WrestleMania season is in full effect. Punker is going to main event a night of WrestleMania, and it is not the favor Paul Heyman has promised him, so we'll talk about that. Raw happened in the old London this afternoon. We got an AEW pay-per-view this weekend. We got Dark Side of the Ring. We got homework to talk about, and we got
hard cut.
Forget. There we go. Thank you. No, I didn't make the video. That's an easy one. I just put it in the little media assets over here. Boom, it plays. So Friday, Maven, that's right, Maven Huffman, he released a video where he confronted or went and had a conversation with Just Incredible, PJ Polaco, about all the accusations against his past scams. And I watched this a good hour ago before I came up here, and let me tell you, what a fucking carny that Just Incredible is. Holy shit. Did any of you guys believe anything he said in this fucking video?
Nope.
I believe that his leg was injured. That's about it.
Oh, yes. His leg
Yeah.
gives B. Brian Blair's father a run for its money.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a tree stump I have in the backyard.
It's yikes. It's not a good leg. Not a good leg. But he's full of shit over and over and over again.
And God bless Maven for trying to believe in him and do the right thing, but it didn't take long for him to find out he was full of shit.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I do want to, I got to stop Polaco Watch for this.
Yeah. That's
the meltdown.
Yes.
Hi, Brian Adams. He will be at Pandora's Box June in New
Brian
Jersey.
Clark.
Bro, I call
Brian Clark. Brian Adams.
Brian Adams. No, not Brian Adams. Oh,
the ghost of Brian Adams?
If Pandora's Box got Brian Adams and Brian Clark together, woo!
They would be crushing it.
That's a space ghost.
Yeah, that's what a callback. Brian Clark, he's going to be up at Pandora's Box in Jersey in June. I think we should get Brian Clark on the show pre his arrival at Pandora's Box and talk to him about that.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway,
love a Brian Clark.
KJG, very quiet over there. I know you're a big PJ supporter. Did you watch the video?
I sure did.
All right, I'm interested to see what you have to say. I'm not looking for you to say, look, you feel the way you feel. I'm not looking for you to badmouth him. I just need to. Maybe you have a different perspective than the rest of us.
I believe that he believes what he's saying. If that makes sense.
It does.
I
very
believe
much
that I believe that he thinks he's done nothing wrong, even though he had on the show, he admitted that he wronged some people. I believe everything he's saying in terms of, I needed to feed my family. I needed to do this. My son's in trouble, like whatever, he's handicapped, this and that. I believe all of that to be true, but I think part of him was trying to make other people believe something that wasn't 100%. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Like, he's either a real like dirtbag to his fans. He really had hardships. I think something in between is probably true.
So
which is usually the case. There's always three sides to the story. There's your side, my side, and the truth. So like to me, that's what I feel like.
So KJ, let me ask you.
He subscribes to the George Costanza theory. It's only a lie.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because for the most part, I think you're right. I think there is three sides, right? And usually it's in the middle. Now, but I do have to ask you this, because in my personal experience with him, I talked to him. He said, yes, the book and the mask, send me the money. I sent you the book and the mask. I sent him the money. I have no book and mask. I followed up like 4 months later,
Right.
hey man, checking in. Yep, you're gonna get it. I followed back up about 6 months after that. Yeah, man, you're gonna get it. And I followed up a year after that. Yeah, man, you're gonna get it. Nothing. Fucking
Right.
nothing.
No.
So like that's the truth to the situation that I'm in with him. And I think a lot of other people are as well, where, hey, we're in on this. Here's the money. Nothing's coming in. So
Right.
there can't be like another side to that situation.
No, I mean, if you're putting that situation in a vacuum in amongst itself, which you have every right to do, and I believe you, and because obviously you're telling truths. You're not lying. You're not fabricating anything. But I don't think his intent was to go out of his way to fuck you over or fuck anyone else over. I think what he said is true in terms of life got in the way and he was in over his head and he made promises that he couldn't keep, which is wrong. And then he probably just didn't have the money to repay the people that he fucked. So,
Right.
which is nobody's fault but his.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. But in like when you say that, and again, there's some valid points there. When you go large scale, I have all these books and masks for sale, and go large scale on fucking over a lot of people. It just in that one, just in the book and the mask, right? Not talking about his other bullshit. You can buy this action figure from me. You can buy this t-shirt from me. Not talking about those ones. Like just the book and the mask. That's large scale, fucking a large amount of people over in one swoop. How did you not intend to do that? You don't have the book. You don't have the mask.
Yeah, I mean, all fair, but it's hard
fool
for me to
once, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me
It's-
twice, shame on me.
Part of me thinks that buy it now funded him putting it together. Maybe he's selling them at his gimmick table now.
Does he have a gimmick? Does he have a table?
I don't know if he's got a table. I don't
He'd
know.
have to show up.
That's
Yeah,
true.
well, we got our guy Gino got Gino Gott's here. What's up, Gino? Feel better? It'd be great if Maven made this a thing, the Chris Hansen of pro wrestling. Johnny said, I actually received my book and mask.
I think Johnny's full of shit.
And Buck Zumoff, hey, I can fool them all, especially when they're young.
Maven needs to make a jail trip.
Show up. Yeah, you know what? Also, there's so many wrestling podcasts out there, right? What are the odds that he would stiff not one but two people we know?
Yeah,
where they would send him money and he doesn't do their shows. Two people. It's like
that's perplexing because like that doesn't cost him anything,
right?
So like
that's just two people that the Wizards know,
right?
Not counting the countless other podcasts that he just didn't show up for. That's talking.
It's like he did it once and he figured out he could get away with it, and he kept fucking doing it.
You might be right.
Because this isn't like, it wasn't like, oh, I put these books up and I got really busy, or my wife got sick, or I got busy with work and my kid, and I just never got around to it and I fucked up. It was like he did it once with a book, then he did a book and a mask, then he did a figure, then he's doing, and he's just taking the money and running and blocking.
He said too that it cost money to ship it. I didn't ship it. Then, you'd think after the first one, I got to charge a little extra more for shipping.
Throw a couple ducks on top.
Yeah, but then it's like, if I'd mailed it, they know me though. I go to the post office all the time and mail kendo sticks. So you know how much it costs. Shit. He's talking out both sides of his fucking mouth. Yeah. He needs money to feed his wife and kid, but then the government's sending him Social Security checks to help out, and his wife has health insurance. So like, you're just, at this point, I feel like you're just taking money to take money.
There is I was talking to Duke about this, and Duke actually sent it over to me before you sent it to the group, Double T. And he said the problem with it is, watching it, you can tell that there's absolutely zero accountability, none whatsoever. He doesn't come out and say like, to everybody I fucked over, that's on me, my bad. Like there's not even
he kind of did.
No. He said he's made some mistakes. Sure. Like you large scale fucked over a ton of people that consider themselves fans of yours.
I will say this though, because the documentary or the interview was 22 minutes long.
Yep.
So like we really only saw, and again, not that it's right, we really only saw 3 examples from 3 different people. Like if, and I'm sure the list is a lot longer than that, but it's not like it's not like we don't know the
But
number.
you're sitting on a panel with somebody it's happened to. You know Phil Rea and you know JP, and they all paid for something and didn't get it. That's 3 people in your bubble.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
And
Yep,
it's the wrestling community is so like it's so small, but it's also like so fucking spread out. Like, what are the odds that 3 people we know have gotten duped by this fucking guy? Maybe even more. They're just fucking embarrassed to tell you that PJ got him for a couple ducats.
PJ got JP?
Yeah, JP paid him to be on his podcast, and he never showed up.
So it's Phil, it's JP, and
Handsome Kevin.
Okay, yeah. I thought there was a 3rd podcast. Yeah. All right. Yep. All right. When you're right, you're right.
He still hasn't been on that other one from a couple of weeks ago, as far as I know.
No, he hasn't. But there is on his Twitter. He did a Once Upon a Turnbuckle. They talked with him on the 26th, so 5 days ago. Excuse me. Sorry.
Do you think Maven paid him for this?
I think that's the only way he did it.
I don't know, because when he gets to the building or wherever he's going, he introduces, like, he's like, "Oh, thanks for setting this up." I don't know. Maybe they seem like they were friendly though.
He had a lot of respect for PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he made it very clear. Like this.
So I wonder. Like,
What do you have? An internet problems over there?
Yeah. Let me get out of here.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
I wasn't trying to get you out of here.
Well, see you later.
See you later.
See you later.
No, I'm gonna restart the computer because it's got.
I mean, now you're good.
Okay.
It's like Johnny. He was on Johnny's podcast. What are the odds that Johnny's actually PJ?
It'd be fantastic. Because then I watched this and I was like, I scrolled all the way through our fucking Twitter message because he's blocked us because I've gone after him like, hey, give Handsome Kevin his shit, and he blocked us at some point. Especially when he's like, "Oh, I'm selling things again." Like, no, like you're like, people need to stop this. You keep feeding the monster, he's gonna keep doing it. He'll do it for a week, and then he'll take a couple weeks off, and then he'll just do it again.
Yeah.
And I
wonder if Maven's thing here, like this thing that we just watched, I wonder if that's going to do more harm than good. Like, because Maven has a tremendous following.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane how his YouTube stuff is. So is this going to just empower PJ to do it more? Or because, at the end, he does give the update and he says that he was like, he gave him the benefit of the doubt and he shouldn't have.
I mean, he said,
so I wonder if this is going to make it worse.
He says at the end of the video, like, unfortunately, like, apparently he no-showed a show this weekend. So we're 2 weeks away from the Minnesota show with Handsome Kevin. Things are heating up. And shout out to Matthew Birch. He's the one who shared that video with us on Twitter.
Rock and roll.
Fucking Polaco
Watch. Scratch that from the record. Scratch that immediately.
Oh, God. It's like fucking every time a bell rings, it's wing. Yeah. Jesus.
Didn't mean it. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. That's a dated ass reference.
Oh, so
Ross Perot.
Yeah, Ross Perot. Didn't want to do it.
Shout out to TJ Vegas too, support of the show for many years. He also sent us a message with a link to the PJ Polaco thing. So Polaco Watch is hot. People that are listening to the Wizards, they know the Polaco Watch is going on. And I reached out to Maven, and I thought I did it through the Wizards account, but I did it through my own account. He never responded, but I was going to try and see if he wanted to come on tonight, even if it was for like 5 minutes. I kind of told him like what Polaco Watch was, and he never responded.
Your good close personal friend Maven? You reached out to him?
Yeah. Oh man, this C4 is making me like throw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I thought about sending Maven all of the conversation between Me and me and the Polaco Fund. Just to say, okay, here it is, man.
Oh, crazy town. Crazy
Yeah.
town.
Fucking ridiculous.
Dude, it's so funny because both these guys, like Maven and Just Incredible, at one time I was like huge fans of both of them. Like PJ was like my favorite ECW guy, and Maven was like my favorite WWE guy at one point.
Motherfucker, you were fans of him. I made my own fucking Eldo Montoya mask.
Oh,
A
you
big Eldo guy.
use Molly's
Big Eldo.
underwear.
For the most recent model, sure, but yeah.
Look, I'm a KJG. He was always great to us up until a couple years ago when he started fucking scamming people. And if it's like, again, if it was like a freak accident, you know, like no disrespect to JP, he was a nice kid, but he was just, you know, I don't think he was cut out for podcasting, and maybe PJ knew that and he took advantage of him. Like Phil's been doing this a long time, and Phil got like, now we're just like, what are we? We're just stealing from people to steal from people. It's unfortunate that you're in the situation that you're in, but like this isn't the answer, dude.
Well, yeah. So it is unfortunate that he's in the situation that he is in, but there's two things, man. You don't fucking like your position. Change your fucking position, all right? And you don't do that by fucking other people over, right?
I mean,
Your
if
situation.
You're fucking other people. You should change positions.
Your situation is yours. It's yours to own. It's yours to change, right? And you're not going to change it by fucking people over and doing the same thing. You're not going to change your fucking situation by doing this. It's fucking ridiculous. And like, sure, circumstances might be bad. Sure, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that have worse circumstances that are doing okay for themselves and not fucking other people over.
No shit.
That's what I'm saying, Tony. Thank you.
All right. So Polaco, this is like, I feel like a swell. Like I'm getting excited. Not as excited as I was to watch Handsome Kevin's Homework 2 weeks ago, but I'm getting excited for
Was my homework make a move for you?
well, when you like told us what the homework was, like, because people have been like, but you said, like, I have like friends I go drinking with who don't watch wrestling at all, but they listen to the podcast. And my buddy Harry's like, shout out to Harry, because he made a reference to whatever we were talking about when you stick something in your pee hole the other night we were out drinking. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, you guys talked about it on the podcast like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, I don't remember. He was like, Harry was like, dude, you were excited for Handsome Kevin's Homework. And I was like, motherfucker.
My man, Harry.
I'm like, I say a lot of shit during the show and I don't remember half of it. But now, like, we're like 2 weeks away. Polaco Watch. Does he show up at the show? Handsome Kevin's out. Like, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Like that Monday, I'm gonna be tuned up.
Me too, man. Me too.
Not as much.
Not gonna lie.
Not as much